LeBron James is entering his 23rd season in the NBA. Let that sink in for a moment. 23 seasons. That number alone places him in historic territory, tying the legendary Vince Carter for the longest career in league history. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. But as LeBron prepares to add yet another chapter to his remarkable journey, there's growing speculation that this might also be the final chapter. Whispers around the league are getting louder, and they all point to one possibility. LeBron James could be planning to retire at the end of this season. And what's fueling this speculation? Let's start with what the Lakers haven't done. Despite James being in the final year of his contract, the organization has yet to offer or announce any kind of extension. That alone is strange, especially when we're talking about the face of the franchise, a four-time NBA champion, and arguably the greatest to ever play the game. It's raised a critical question among insiders. Why would the Lakers hesitate to secure LeBron unless he has no plans to stay? Some believe the answer is already out there, if you know where to look. LeBron has publicly expressed interest in owning an NBA team, not just any team, but one in Las Vegas. And that's not just a dream anymore. Talks of NBA expansion are heating up, and Vegas is right at the center of it. A new franchise could arrive in the city within the next few years. If LeBron plans to be involved in ownership, and all signs say he does, then retirement might be closer than anyone expected. One anonymous Western Conference scout summed it up perfectly, saying, "Haven't we always said year 23 would be his last?" He's clearly not happy with how things are going in LA. And this might be the perfect opportunity for him to step away on his own terms. Plus, we're out here in Vegas, and everybody knows LeBron wants in when that expansion team arrives. But that's not all. Sources close to the Lakers have revealed something else. The team is not prioritizing winning a championship this season. That alone goes against everything LeBron has stood for throughout his career. He's always been about winning. Always about competing at the highest level. So if the Lakers are entering a transition phase, and no longer aiming for a title, where does that leave LeBron? It's hard to ignore the timing. With his contract expiring, his sights set on Las Vegas, and a franchise moving in a different direction, everything seems to be pointing toward the end. But it's not just retirement speculation that's swirling. Trade rumors are starting to gain momentum, and LeBron's name is in the middle of it. Several contending teams have shown interest. And while the Lakers haven't made any official moves, they might consider it, if a team is willing to absorb James' massive $52.6 million salary. And here's the twist, it might not be out of the question. LeBron still wants to win one more ring before walking away from the game. And if the Lakers aren't built to deliver that, a mid-season trade to a true contender could give him a shot at going out on top. Meanwhile, Los Angeles is clearly building for the future. Earlier this year, the Lakers pulled off a major move, acquiring star guard Luka Doncic, who turned 26 in February. That's not a move for today. That's a move for the next decade. And the shift didn't stop there. The Lakers also signed former Trailblazers center DeAndre Ayton to a 2-year, $16.6 million deal. Ayton, who has 7 years of experience, turns 27 this week. Alongside him, the team added 23-year-old forward Jake LaRavia and incoming rookie Adu Thiero, fresh talent with long-term potential. Bronny James is starting to silence the doubters, one game at a time. He's no longer just the son of an all-time great. He's stepping into his own story, his own name, and his own game. And in the NBA Summer League, that growth is on full display. In what was easily his most complete performance so far, Bronny James dropped 17 points, pulled down 5 rebounds, and dished out 5 assists. It wasn't just about the numbers, it was about the poise, the body language, the command. For the first time, he looked less like a rookie trying to find his place, and more like a young guard ready to make a statement. And watching it all unfold, sitting just a few feet from the court, was his father, LeBron James. The king himself, locked in with pride written all over his face. But he wasn't alone. Lakers president of basketball operations Rob Pelinka was there. So was head coach J.J. Redick. And sitting nearby was Austin Reeves, one of the team's rising stars. It wasn't just a proud family moment. It was a high-level evaluation. A real test. And Bronny passed it. After the game, Bronny opened up about what it meant to play in front of that kind of audience, and how far he's come in the past year. It definitely gave me a little boost, seeing them cheer for me and my teammates, he told the Los Angeles Times. I can see the growth, for sure. Honestly, I just feel like my confidence is growing over the last year and a half. I'm going to keep building on that and stay locked in mentally. Confidence. That's the word that keeps coming up. Not just from Bronny himself, but from everyone around him. Because the truth is, confidence is everything at this level. It separates the ones who survive from the ones who thrive. And right now, Bronny is thriving. Even though the Lakers ended up losing to the Clippers, 67-58, it was Bronny who kept them in the fight. His activity, his energy, and his decision-making were exactly what the coaches were hoping to see. Bronny came ready, said Summer League coach Dane Harding. He had the spark. He played with urgency. That's what we ask from all our guys, but especially him. When you get your minutes, play until you're empty. We'll give you a breather and put you right back in. He understood that. Harding also praised Bronny's IQ on offense, especially his ability to read and react out of pick-and-roll situations. He made good reads, found the open man, kept the ball moving. He was tough to stay in front of. And on defense, he was active, aggressive, locked in. He gave us exactly what we needed on both ends of the floor. And that's where Bronny James really begins to separate himself, on the defensive end. He's already showing flashes of elite on-ball pressure. He gets into passing lanes. He disrupts rhythm. He's not afraid to pick up full court. And he does it with control, not recklessness. In a league where defense is often overlooked, especially among young guards, Bronny is carving out a role that could earn him minutes now, not years from now. The Lakers desperately need perimeter defenders who can keep up with today's lightning-fast guards. Bronny might not have the polish yet, but he has the tools. He has the mindset. He has the effort. And that might be enough to get him on the floor early in his rookie season. If his offensive development continues at this pace, there's a real possibility he could surpass Gabe Vincent in the rotation. And while Vincent brings veteran experience, Bronny brings something else, upside. Hustle. Defensive intensity. And now, confidence. This isn't just a feel-good story. This isn't just about a famous last name. This is about a young man putting in the work, fighting for his place, and showing real progress. Yes, there's still a long road ahead. He's still learning the pace of the game. Still finding his rhythm. Still adjusting to NBA spacing and physicality. But the improvement is real. The effort is there. And the confidence is rising. And that's what makes this moment so powerful. Because Bronny James is no longer just following in the footsteps of greatness. He's building his own path, one step, one bucket, one possession at a time. And if you're paying attention, you can feel the shift happening. He's no longer just LeBron's son. He's Bronny James. A competitor. A defender. A playmaker. And possibly, just possibly, the Lakers' next breakout story. Keep your eyes on him. Because what we're witnessing might be the very beginning of something special. The Los Angeles Lakers are far from done shaping their roster. Despite making some notable moves this offseason, the team's front office is still hard at work, determined to find the missing pieces that will elevate this squad to true championship contenders. And according to insiders, their top priority remains clear. They need to improve their perimeter defense. Let's rewind and put this in perspective. Last season, the Lakers entered the playoffs with genuine confidence. After a strong finish to the regular season, there was real optimism that this team had what it takes to make a deep run, possibly even win the NBA title. But things didn't go as planned. In the first round, the Minnesota Timberwolves swept the Lakers aside in just 5 games, dashing any hopes of a playoff comeback. So, what went wrong? While the Lakers showcased moments of offensive brilliance, their defense, especially on the perimeter, was a glaring weakness. Opponents found it surprisingly easy to penetrate the paint, breaking through the Lakers' defensive lines and putting relentless pressure on their big men. This defensive breakdown exposed one fundamental truth. To contend at the highest level, the Lakers need to lock down the perimeter. The good news? The Lakers took a solid step toward that goal by signing DeAndre Ayton to be their starting center. Ayton brings size, athleticism, and rim protection, which should significantly bolster their interior defense. But the wings? That's a different story. According to trusted Lakers insiders Dan Woik and Joe Vardon from The Athletic, improving perimeter defense remains the Lakers' biggest offseason mission. The organization understands that perimeter defense wins championships, and this is exactly where they struggled the most last year. One key piece of this puzzle is Luka Doncic. As one of the most dynamic offensive players in the league, Doncic's skills are undeniable. But on defense, particularly guarding quick and shifty perimeter players, he has his vulnerabilities. The Lakers are reportedly working closely with Doncic to enhance his conditioning and positioning, hoping to boost his defensive effectiveness. But even with those improvements, the team knows they can't rely on him alone. They'll need stronger perimeter defenders coming off the bench to fill that gap. And here's where the challenge deepens. At this point in free agency, the cream of the crop for defensive wings has already been snapped up by other teams. The pool of available players who can step in immediately and contribute quality minutes is shrinking fast. Losing Dorian Finney-Smith in free agency was a significant blow. He was arguably the Lakers' most reliable perimeter defender last season, a guy who could guard multiple positions and disrupt opposing offenses. Now, with him gone, the Lakers lack a true defensive specialist off the bench. The Lakers are now on the hunt for affordable, under-the-radar options. But the options are limited. One of the better remaining free agents, DeAnthony Melton, appears poised to sign elsewhere. That leaves the Lakers with a tough choice. Either take a chance on a lower-profile free agent who might bring defensive energy in limited minutes, or hold out hope for a mid-season trade to add a more impactful wing defender. Adding Ayton to the starting lineup definitely strengthens the Lakers' interior defense, which is crucial. But without a reliable perimeter stopper, the Lakers risk being exposed by teams that thrive on pace, space, and quick guards attacking the basket. This is a defensive problem that can't be ignored if the Lakers want to compete for a championship. So now, all eyes are on Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office. Over the next few weeks, Pelinka will carefully evaluate what's left in the free agent market. He'll weigh all the risks and rewards, balancing budget constraints with the team's needs. If no suitable candidates emerge, the Lakers might have to wait for the trade deadline, where more players may become available as teams adjust their rosters mid-season. One thing is crystal clear: the Lakers' defense must improve, especially on the perimeter. Without that, no amount of offensive firepower will be enough to carry them past the elite teams in the playoffs. The pressure is on for the Lakers to make the right move, a move that could very well define their season. So stay tuned. The next few weeks will be crucial, and the Lakers' decisions could make all the difference in their pursuit of another championship banner. This is a team hungry for success, willing to make bold moves to fix their weaknesses. And if they get this perimeter defense upgrade right, the Lakers might just be on their way back to the top.